Welcome back to the 2015 Call of Duty World Championship. I'm Chance. I'm here with Ton, the British short guy. No, I'm just kidding. This is clearly a different person. This is now Bioacid joining me for this Envy Optic Nation match.
I was going to try and do a British accent, and I'm like, I've got nothing right now. I was like, tea and crumpets, like, I don't know, milk and scones. I've got nothing when it comes to the British accent, so I wasn't even going to attempt it. But, you know, yeah, this matchup right now, ON versus Envy. It seems to be like a very intense one, but ON taking out the lead so far 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, I wouldn't say comfortably. Envy is certainly putting up a fight, but ended up about a 30-point lead in Hardpoint, 2-round lead in SND. So, Envy, I mean, this is do or die now. If they lose this next match, they are done. If they lose any of the next three, they are done. So, Optic Nation might not necessarily feel comfortable, but they are certainly in the better position. You got to be scared if you're an Envy fan. Dirk, I know you're out there just kind of shaking in your boots, but we're going to be getting it right into it with this Biolab capture the flag. Envy going to see if they can produce anything to take down this Optic Nation squad.
Obviously, Biolab being one of those maps where anything really can happen. I was just casting one before. Player was running flag across top green. One person spawned in circle, and his teammate helped him escort it there. Like, just little things like that can happen. So just keep that in mind. And you know, upsets have been part of this yesterday and mainly today as well, in regards to teams defeating ones that weren't expected to. Obviously, all the other teams being in that losers bracket. Like, you know, we've mentioned a few times on different streams that all the World Championship rings are in that losers bracket.
Exactly. So I don't believe you were able to witness it because you were busy casting, but the first hardpoint match we saw, the X factor was kind of Zuma. Zuma and Saints already are like slaying duo for this Envy squad, but Zuma had a really slow start in the hardpoint, so I believe that was the difference maker as to why Envy was not able to take that one away. So we're definitely going to be looking for Zuma and Saints to come back to natural top 5 form and outslay Optic Nation.
Yeah, they're going to try and achieve that. Obviously, we do have Saints on our screens right now. Inside of Biolab, can't get the kills though. TP from behind will take him down. Killer now just on that defensive route, defensive stride. Now, that's what we saw from him beforehand as well. He is the defensive anchor for them when it comes to the CTF side of things. With that Bell to try and get the kills. His teammates, Killer and Karma, usually the ones who will try and run that flag while Miracles does the escort.
Yeah, and Miracles, as you see, has already been able to pull flag, but the counter has immediately come in from Merc. So we're going to have a bit of a standoff situation, but 2 kills already going in favor of Optic Nation. So Miracles looks like he's actually going to be pushing this one straight in preparation for that flag cap. And their gunfight's going down. Merc is trying to stay alive. You can see right now he's one shot, but Saints was able to pick up a kill for him to keep him alive.
Look at that minimap as well. You can see where the opposition side of flag is too. He's got 2 players though. Merc closing in on him. He's not aware of it. There comes a stun. Hitting him on the right-hand side. TP now closing in as well. Should we get this kill here? Can't do it. Merc's beautiful dashing back there. Just keeps him alive and lets him fight another day. At the same time, Miracle's still back here too with his flag inside of red now. Just trying to keep it away from any players. Could be closing in towards him while they're trying to keep this flag and get a return first to get a flag in.
And now we have Saints as well on the hunt, also on a 4-kill streak. He's also sitting at 8-2, having a great game. He's going to spot the flag runner, but the flag runner, Miracles, is going to be able to dip out of there, and it looks like the flag might actually get returned for Envy. So now Miracles is going to be going for the pull, but Saints already in position. He was able to force him back into snow, so he was able to pull this flag out.
Both their flags once again away. You know, Biolab seems to be one of the CTF maps where you have the most standoffs in any situations. There's just so many routes you can take with that flag as these guys try and come back. Nameless is 2-piece there on Killer, and Miracle's really going to help them out here. It's going to try and find the flag for the return. There it is there, and Envy put the first cap on the board.
Yes, Saints doing great stuff there to be able to get that flag cap, and I think that was a stalemate for about a minute and a half, and Miracles had the flag that entire time while Merc ended up dropping it, and then the flag got returned, and then Saints was there to pull it out. So a lot of stuff had to go down there in order for Envy to get the flag cap. However, they will be on board, and Saints still doing work on a 6-kill streak right now.
Well, Stanley's just still on board. We were aboard him now into Miracles instead, as well as him. He's just trying to circle around here in Biolab, playing ring around the rosy there with Merc. Merc coming out top on that exchange, and Saints really trying to help that thing out. Like he mentioned, 6-kill streak for him. Merc on a 3-kill streak now as well, as these guys try and figure out if they want to get rid of a flag run. They're just a little iffy. Look at Karma. He's sitting in his own little spawn there as well before he decides to jump off. And Merc now in Biolab, he's just watching this area. He doesn't want anyone really challenging for this map dominance. If you look at that mini-map, how these guys, obviously from that blue side, which is of course the Optic Nation team, they're trying to push up here while a lot of control just then was for Envy.
Now you're going to have Saints trying to work this purple control, but TP is going to be going prone in the corner right behind him. Saints actually going to be able to spot him and pick that kill up, and then Karma going to come in right behind him and clean that kill up. So now we're going to be on board with Killa controlling mid-map, and he's been trying to get purple control as well. If he can get this kill on Nameless here, that's going to clear out Envy out of that back snow, allowing someone to push up, but unfortunately for them, TP is going to get cleaned up off of the overextend by Merc.
See here, Killer on our screen. He's looking to make a bit of a play happen, perhaps, as he tries just to hide behind the container here for the time being. Saints knows he's there playing peekaboo with him. We'll pick up the kill as Saints now decides to push on out from this side of things and perhaps help his teammate out with Zuma as they decide to grab that flag. Well, Zuma looks like he was going to get the flag. Merc slipped in like Superman and just grabbed that flag and ran.
Yeah, Merc being very sneaky, but I actually prefer that. You want a player like Zuma who's going to be like having more slaying power than Merc to not have the flag over his head, and that's going to be 4 down for Optic Nation. Envy's going to be able to run this in completely uncontested, and with 50 seconds left in this third side, Envy is going to go up 2 rounds to nothing, looking extremely good coming out, and Zuma also pulling another flag as I speak.
This is what you want from them, though. You need them to answer back with a confident CTF game, because being 2-0 down in the series, these guys know that it's dire straits right now. It is the loser's bracket. If you lose, you're going home. You are done. Your chance to the COD Champs Championship will be done as well. Karma and Killer picking up a couple of kills each. It's not done yet, but 3 caps in favor right now for Envy. Killer does have hands on flag. He's going to try and run it a little bit here, but he needs to start making a move. Well, his flag does get taken at the same time with players all around him.
Yeah, flag's going to get returned from both sides, and you know the round's going to end like this. Actually, Saints might have enough time. No one's in position to stop him, so Saints actually might be able to extend this lead to 4 flags to none. There's one player from Optic Nation that's going to be pulling out the flag. That's going to be TP, and he's just going to try and run that as far as possible to let the round end. So veteran play by TP there to get that out to prevent the lead from extending to 4 flags, but Envy still looking extremely strong. Saints having an absolutely phenomenal game, sitting at 20 and 5.
Oh, definitely. You know, it's really one of the key players right now for this match in regards to what's making that difference. He is slaying away and allowing his teammates of Merc, for example, to run that flag around and get those captures in for the team. Including himself, though, he's got a cap to his name too. So, you know, it's just more of a split effort, so to speak, with Zuma there as well. Zuma, even though these guys are winning, you would expect Zuma to have a bit more slaying behind him.
Yeah, and then even then, it's really just Optic Nation that haven't been able to produce anything so far. It was that first play where Miracles was able to hold on to the flag for about 1.5 minutes, and TP starting out with a nice 2-piece, but after that fell and that flag got counter-capped, you know, Optic Nation just kind of fell apart and allowed Envy to run him over, but now they've come out strong. TP's already had a 2-piece. Miracles coming in with another 2-piece. The flag is going to get counter-pulled by Merc, but it looks like that gunfight's going to go down as Merc and TP were almost right next to each other.
TP on our screens, of course, flag in hand right now. Looking, he's wondering which way should I go. He's currently cat in blue, if you're wondering, and just like that, he just picked up a kill on Zuma, who was challenging him through the window. But his flag has now been taken as well by Nameless, and the longer he stays here, the more it's going to risky be, because Nameless is on his way back with that flag. He doesn't want that flag to be home or too close to that vicinity. At the same time, he does need that escort. Killer now trying to get that flag out of Nameless's hands, does do so, but can't get the return on it, as he does get taken down by Nameless at the same time. So they traded kills just then between those 2 players, as the flags are still away.
Yeah, now it's going to be Miracle's turn as Karma gets a 2-piece on defense to try and hunt down this flag carrier. But great awareness out of Merc to be running away from that direction. But Miracles almost gets the 2-piece, but the player ended up coming over him as he double jumps under. Miracle's able to clean that kill up, but he gets dropped as well. So Saints, if he can get this flag, is going to keep that alive, and TP as well. The flag got returned from him. So stalemate situation is ended, and that's great lookings for Envy, because now if they're able to capture this flag, that would be huge. And even then, they've just been able to waste a lot amount of time for Optic Nation to like be worried that they're not going to have enough time now to catch back up.
4-0 in that scoreboard now. It becomes 3 minutes 20 on the clock remaining here on CTF Biolab. It is game number 3 in this best out of 5 series. As you see now, Saints trying to pinpoint some kills inside Biolab from outside red, and still getting some takes on some. Did pick up one on TP seconds beforehand. Miracles with the left hook to find Zuma there in the background as well, as they now just try and just chill for a moment. You know, right now, Envy connecting this, like I said, the clock run out really if they wanted to. They can get the kills, defend a little bit, let the clock run down. They could go for more caps, but they don't really need to. It's up to Nations to really start making these plays. But like I say, that Names is like, I want to know a flag cap to our name, guys. I want to run this flag in. I want to try and get it out of there.
Now Miracles is going to be going for the counter cap, as that flag for Optic Nation actually is going to be returned. There's 2 minutes and 38 seconds left for Optic Nation to try and mount a comeback, and it does look like they are going to be able to capture this flag, as Karma is able to pick up Saints off of the overextend, and Miracles is going to be able to stomp that one in. Not only down by 3, but there is not a lot of time. Optic Nation going to have to keep the slaying going in order to beat this Envy squad.
Now on our screens, there's going to be Saints up high, coming in like an Archangel, trying to find someone down below him. Checking behind down the right-hand side boxes. No one was actually there, though. Thanks to COD Vision, we can see where everyone is located at any given time. On player bottom blue, though, Zuma not aware of that as he dropped on down. TP were there waiting in for him. So 4-1 that score line, 2 minutes 5 on that clock. And here's Miracles now trying to run a flag once again. This time he'll go snow.
Yeah, great vision by Miracles to be able to see that guy and pick up that kill. He is going to get shot in the back, though, but Killa right there to pick up that flag. And it looks like Optic Nation is going to be able to put this second one in. They're going to make it a game. Now only down by 2 flags, a minute and 49 seconds left. Looking really great these past few minutes. TP right now on a 4-kill streak. Granted, sitting at 14 and 20, but to be able to put together a streak at the end there is looking pretty clutch. But again, still a mountain in front of them to be able to come back, especially the way Saints has been playing.
Oh, definitely. You know, it's still at a minute 35, so the time is there, but it took them this long to get any caps at all on that board. It is going to be a bit of an ask unless they can get this relay back-to-back, flag on flag. TP now was going to run out of snow. One player from Tower, they were putting shots all around him. He thinks there's someone behind him here. He's not too sure. There are some shots going every which way. He decides to get out of there. Miracles 2-piece really helping that one along. One player popping in from Snow, though, into Bio. Snakes is 2-piece there. Will stop that run and get the flag returned.
Yeah, great 2-piece there out of Saints to stop that flag. That would have been really interesting if TP had been able to get away. You could see how hard he was trying, running some crazy route to be able to pull that, and Saints actually recognizes that there's a player from Optic Nation coming through Snow, but that gunfight is going to go in favor of TP, who looks like he might not even be trying to countercap and make sure Optic Nation can get that return, which Carmen does after getting a 2-piece himself. So now TP's running it through mid-bio. He only has one player to beat right behind him. He's not going to see that, and Saints again coming in clutch for his team, stopping TP running the flag.
Big Killa now on our screens, looking to get some more kills as he just did beforehand. 35 seconds on the clock, though, with 2 caps the difference. 3 needed to not have an overtime at all and close this series out. I can't see it happening right now, Chance. I think this is going to be it, and I think, well, I do believe we'll have to head into a game 4 to see if they can then close it out there. But perhaps the momentum now for Envy has changed, and maybe they'll be on that comeback.
Yeah, and without a doubt, if it wasn't for Saints, they would not have been able to pull that off. Not only did he have an outstanding game at 33, not make it 34 and 14, he had 2 or 3 different times where he was going on ridiculous, like 6-7 kill streaks, and he had 2 absolutely huge clutch flag stops at the end of that to prevent Optic Nation from being able to come back. Because if he doesn't get those 2 stops, right now we would have had a tie game going into overtime, and Optic Nation would have had all the momentum. But great stuff out of Envy now. Now only down 2 maps to 1. They're going to have Uplink Detroit and S&D Biolab in front of them if they want to move out of this round.
So Uplink on Detroit to come up next. You know, definitely a map that I could see ON performing very well on and bring it and closing it out. At the same time, you know, Envy's on a team to take likely. 2 of the 4 players in this team were part of that grand final matchup last year here at Call of Duty Champs. Obviously, they weren't there for the victory, but they did get there to the 2nd place. So definitely some players who know what to take. And at the same time, again, you do have, of course, Karma, who won that grand final, and TP there as well. So, you know, both these teams heavily matched up, heavily contested. I believe it could go to a game 5, but if I have to tip a team, I'm going to say maybe ON are going to close this out 3-1 this next map on Uplink Detroit.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't know how much you watched the NA regionals, but Optic Nation actually had an Uplink Detroit where everyone thought they were going to lose. They were down the entire time, and then in the final seconds, yeah, an absolutely insane pass. TP gets the dunk with literally just a fraction of a second left to clean it out, and then Killa's reaction. That absolutely hysterical. So Optic Nation is certainly a team that can clutch up on this map, and we're going to find out what happens after this commercial break.